kind of scents are popular now?
Um, so I would say that there is some element where people want to try something new.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Um, so if there's that element, but there's some traditional things that are always, I think, gonna sell. So the last statistics I was looking at, I mean, Nag Champa's there, but there are things that will outsell the Sach Nag Champa, which is like white sage, and you're like, oh, of course, you know. Um, but it also means that it's not so bad that because people keep buying it.
Hmm.
Dragon's blood, which is up there on the list. People do
Interesting.
like their dragon's blood. I believe there's two factories that produce it, and I don't know which one is like the good one. Plus, a supplier can just switch,
Hmm.
and you don't know until it arrives sometimes. So I just try to order from different places, and hopefully they get the right thing.
Hmm.
Now it could be one factory, different seasons,
Okay.
because whenever you are hand rolling incense, and Sacha does hand roll incense,
Hmm.
um, it's like wine where it's just going to change,
Yeah.
season to season. And if prices go up, they'll just, kind of move around and use something different until prices come back down. So I've always kind of noticed a formulation, subtle changes. But positive energy is a good seller, and we do like it. Um, Vanilla, and that seems like, well, of course, but like vanilla Nag Champa or there's vanilla champa. So a little bit of like the blends seem to be popular. Um, but and it's I want to say VJ Shri. So it's the golden Nag Champa vanilla, not the Sacha.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Um, that people seem to like. Vanilla is always the one where it's like you have to try a bunch and then when you get the right one, you'll know. I think that our vanilla is pretty good. The Crystal Fox brand. What's it? Good Sense. There we
Good
go.
sense.
Good Sense. Yeah. Um, Dragon's Blood is number one with our shelves, which surprised me. I thought it was going to be Love and Orgasm.
Dragon's
Um,
blood is crazy because dragon's blood is as an herb or as a resin, it's like so aggressively weird.
yeah, it hits people different ways too, and it's hit me different ways at different times. So I don't
Yeah.
know if it's the resin, like there's a batch difference sometimes.
Hmm.
Um, I mean that is absolutely possible that you can get two batches of Dragon's Blood resin, and one's going to be like, this is it, this is the right one.
Hmm.
It's typically the one that's $200 a pound or more retail. That's probably the good one. Um, and then the other ones are question marks. But even the good one may or may not hit right sometimes. But it is an organic product of nature that is subject to the elements. So if you have a good year, it's going to be good for
Rain,
the dragon's blood tree.
rain, wind, sun.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, but yeah, it's a classic one that a lot of people like, I think, try to reproduce it.
Mhm.
So it's a hard one to get right, I think. But yeah, there's the resin on the stick. People do like that one. Although I think because of the cost, once you get to the resin on the stick, it's like $10 a package, which is a dollar or two per stick at that point.
You really have to want to burn it.
Yeah. And, if it's great, it's great. If it's worth it, absolutely. The most expensive incense you can get, though, comes from Japan. And I think the most expensive I've seen is the Cape Aloe, where it's like true Cape Aloe stick in this tiny little box, and you're like, here's your box of
Oh.
incense, and it's like 2 inches long,
Hmm.
uh, inch by inch. and 30 to 60 in that range. So you're just like, is this worth it? You're like, well, I can't tell you, I can't afford to burn any. They don't send any samples.
And if you if you are the person that burns it, you're the person that recognizes that it's worth it.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah.
there is incense from India, and it used to be called Ramakrishnananda Gifts, but they changed their name to Prahuji Gifts because they thought that was easier to say. But Prahuji, I have a hard time saying. This is like first time I'm getting it right after 20 years. Um, hopefully I'm getting it right. Um, but
Someone will tell us if not.
somebody will tell us. Um, so they have an incense with Cape aloe in it. But it's a blend.
Mhm.
And I want to say it's more expensive than their other sticks in that line, and it's like probably closer to $4 ish.
Mhm.
Probably for a pack of like 10. That's
Okay.
probably like a 15-gram pack, but
Mhm.
that's supposed to be very good, and we do sell out of it all the time. And it's not all Cape Aloe, which is it's still expensive, but it's not as expensive because it's part of the blend. But I think the Cape Aloe people like a lot. It's musky, smells like a woody swamp in the best ways, in the best way. Like woodsy, earthy, green, maybe like a green sandalwood. Maybe that's a reasonable. Do you remember Cape Aloe?
This is new to me, so
New
I
to you.
can't wait to
Oh,
try it.
okay.
Yeah.
Alexandria was kind of big on it, at least talking about it, because it was I believe Cape Aloe shows up in Agrippa's books,
Okay.
3 books of occult philosophy, when he is allocating herbs and incenses to the elements.
Okay.
I believe the Cape Aloe is in water.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense when you like
Yeah,
know
that
about
makes a
how
lot of
it
sense.
grows and things like that or what it looks like.
And you maybe 20th century Blythe knew about it, but 21st century Blythe, forgotten. Yes.
Right. Oh well, it was a part of the ingredients that went into our water incense.
Okay.
But I didn't use Cape aloe. I used aloe's wood, which was
Mhm.
she said was fine.
I do remember aloes wood. Cape aloe, though, it's nice to get. Nice.
Yeah, we use um basically the water of aloe.
Mhm.
The liquid aloe goes into the incense and it works. It's
Nice.
blended. Oh, it goes into the moon. That's really, I think it's in water, but it goes into the moon one. That is the one. Because when you add the aloe vera juice,
Mhm.
it's weird, but vaguely or very magical. So add the aloe vera juice, which is not normal incense oil or anything like that.
It is
So
not.
it is not. But so you have to shake it because it separates. You shake it and it turns into milk.
That's.
So it goes from a liquid, which is like incense oil,
Mhm.
brown and clear, maybe. And you shake it and it turns and it looks like milk. Yeah.
That's
It's
pretty intense.
opaque and white. Yeah. Probably a lot of small air bottles, but fascinating nonetheless. Uh, just it's one of those weird things I remember. There is another thing that people like these days, and that's oud.
Oh yeah, I want to hear more about that.
So, oud musk. Upon my first research, and this research is a little bit old, so I would research it again if I were you, especially with the internet being more clear and organized these days. Um, oud musk, OUD, I believe, comes from a root. Um, so there is an essential oil. It is when sometimes people are talking about they want the essential oil of musk.
Mhm.
They don't know exactly what they want. and
Mhm.
they don't want deer musk because they'll
Yeah.
maybe get deer musk and they're like, this is not it. This stinks. So yeah. The oud uh musk smells really good. It is it smells like musk. I don't know how to describe it. Um, but it's very clean and very low note clean though.
Mhm.
Um, mhm. I guess it smells like cologne, but in a good way, not a bad way. Um, I could not tell you the name of the plant. So a lot of times there'll be um oils that have a different name than the plant that they're
Yeah.
derived. And that may be in part because of trade secrecy of the medieval era, where people are like they don't want to tell you where they get
Yeah.
it from.
Yeah.
Um, and so the names get changed, or it's just cultural. They call it a different name in a different country where they produce it, and we call it a different name in our language. Sometimes it's just like that. Um, but yeah, there's a number of incenses that like oud musk or some hit it right.
Mhm.
And I think they're hitting it right if they're using any part of the essential oil of the oud musk, which is super expensive. I remember in Foxcraft days, the oud musk was retail like $120 an ounce.
That was
So, but you'd smell it and you're like, this is really good. This is worth it. So, yeah. Um, man, I haven't even tried to order the essential oil anymore. I just, sometimes you think the price might be a lot, in the 80s. So, and you come into 2025, uh, if it is endangered at all or popular,
oh yeah.
and it's not lavender or peppermint. Lavender or peppermint are super stable essential oil prices where you can go to the market and they're very consistent. For a little while, lavender got really expensive. Bulgarian lavender was sought after, and there was a war going on in Bulgaria, and the prices went up. At one point, the patchouli fields in Indonesia all burnt to the ground, and their patchouli prices went out of this world. When the patchouli prices went out of this world, they never did actually come down. They settled slightly, but they'll never return to what we call normal.
Yeah.
Um, but peppermint being used in like food and just so common,
Mhm.
and we produce the peppermint oil in America, um, for the most part. You can get it all over the world, peppermint, and there's a lot of oil in the herb, so it's never going to be hard to find or very expensive. So it's stable, it's not expensive. But some of these others where there could be sought after,
Mhm.
like you'll never find sandalwood. I hate to say it, you hate to say it to people. You never find sandalwood again.
Yeah.
You can find red sandalwood, but even red sandalwood's going to creep up in price. That's just
Yeah.
how it is. And I know they're growing sustainable sandalwood in Australia, but like, you like look into it and the price of essential oil sandalwood is ridiculous. And they will tell you like it's not cut. And guess what? It's cut. Hate
Ouch.
to say it. I had a sandalwood that was like a $70 bottle of sandalwood. Still smells good. It smells good. But now it's like 10 or 20 years old. Nobody ever bought it.
Oh
And I
yeah.
can smell it. And I'm telling you, like the vegetable oil they put in it, it's going off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't want it anymore. You know what I mean? And it's like they said it's labeled an essential oil. It's just like, I mean, I'm sure it has the essential oil in there. I'm sure it is a reasonable price, but a reasonable, what I mean? It's just crazy. I mean, I couldn't even say. I remember looking at the price of Melissa oil the last time I checked, and it was the essential oil of Melissa, which is sweet pea, and it was $16,000 per pound. But essential oils are popular, so
It's good stuff. There's a good reason. Yep.
yeah, it's true. If you like,
Um, hey, I am going to have to sign off.
alrighty. Well, will we see you next week?
Indeed. Next
Same,
week it is.
same Fox time.
Same Fox time, same Fox station.
All right, sounds good.